What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to another Escape from Tarkov video. I'm Kawn, and welcome to Labs. Now, with Labs being free for God knows how long, I wanted to give you guys a Labs guide. I've never done one before, and I need to get one out anyways for you guys, but I also noticed a lot of players coming into Labs that haven't played Labs before and running around like chickens with their heads cut off. So I'm going to give you guys a little Labs guide that's going to teach you guys also a little bit of a secret trick with the Russian woman that goes over the intercom so that you can tell where players might be. As always, I stream on Twitch. If you guys like the content, you can always sub and like the video. And if you guys want to see more of my content, you can always go head over to my Twitch. And also, my Discord is down below. I have a giveaway that's also in the description. I'm giving away an EOD account to one of you guys for free. So if you guys wanted to enter, all of the details are down below in the description. Let's get right into the video. So, we're in Labs. Welcome to the Terror Group Labs. Now, Labs normally requires a keycard in order to get in, but at the moment in Tarkov right now, it is free to get in. This may not be true in the future, but for right now, it's free to get in. So we're going to go around and I'm going to show you guys some of the main points of Labs and the main points of interest. So the main two parts of Labs that you need to remember is there's two large open areas. So this is usually called by people the pit. So this is where like all of the mechanical arms and a bunch of robotic stuff has happened in the labs, with the manager office above that. So this is the first center area, and now the other end center area is on the other side with a large wall dividing it. I'll put a map on the screen as well. But the map isn't very good, especially for Labs. So this is the second open area, which is above a second office, the conference room, which people call cat room, or I call cat room at least. So this is like the kind of jungly area, and then there's the second area with a wall dividing it, which is the other open area. Now, an easy way to understand some points of interest on Labs is that by the cat room, there is red room and violet room, as well as the parking garage. And by the other open area, there is black, green, blue, and also the warehouse. So the warehouse is on the opposite side of the parking garage. So the parking garage is over this way, and the warehouse is over here. So that's how I kind of figured it out when I first started playing, was that the parking garage and the warehouse are diagonal from each other in separate sections. So that's just one way that I learned, landmarks in Labs. But let's start off with the manager's office. So this is the manager's office. You can only get to it from this entrance right here. The other side doesn't have a bridge. So this bridge right here leads into the other cat area, and it is on the opposite side of where black room is. So black room is over here by the terror group sign, which I'm aiming at. So let's go head over to black. So right now we're underneath manager's office. Here's a map of the map. We are here. So this is the black room. You require a black keycard to get into the black room, and it is directly under the green room. So there are 3 levels on Labs. There's a basement, a main floor, and then an upper level. So black room is on the second level, on the side that is by warehouse, which is on the other side of the cat room. So if you see that cat manager's office, you know that you're not anywhere near black, green, or blue. Those are on the other side of the map. If you're in the cat manager's office, you're closer to the red room. So black room requires a black keycard to enter. And you can shoot through these doors, although the pen is reduced on your ammo. However, this glass is all bulletproof, so you cannot fight anybody through this glass. It's kind of fun when you get into fights with people, because both people are like faking that they're gonna go, and some people say ceasefire and all that stuff. It's a good time in black. So black room spawns mainly stims. They spawn on the chairs here, here. And in this room, this glass is not bulletproof. There's another stim that spawns here, and a couple others that can spawn on the floor. So that's black. You can also get to it from either side of black room. So there's 2 doors. You can get in from either way. So in order to get to blue room, black room is on the same side as blue room. Blue room is down this way. And blue room is through these double doors right here. And this is the blue room. Now you can shoot through this glass. So let's just unlock it just for jokes. So if you're inside here, you can shoot through this glass, and people also sometimes will open this door and shoot you through this. But I don't often get into fights around blue. Most of the fights happen around black room and around green room. Now there's a green keycard spawn that spawns right here on the table. Now this area, basically, there's a few like little passageways. So around here, this goes into the jungle area and eventually heads into parking. So through these double doors, this is a little jungle area. We're still in the main atrium by manager's office, but this tunnel right here will take you into parking. So this is a parking garage. The only way that you can get into the parking garage is by pressing a button, which spawns up there, but I'll go over the extracts after I go over all of the high loot rooms. So if we go up above parking, now we are in the cat area. So now I will show you guys where red room and violet room spawn. Over here, into this door, across from the kitchen. This is violet room. This is red room. Red room requires red keycard. And in order to get into the cage that's in red room that spawns a bunch of high ticket loot, look, there's a Bitcoin there, all that stuff, you need the arsenal storage key room. We're not going to loot just because we're going to show you guys this video. Violet room is right across from red. And this is basically a weapon parts room, and sometimes you can find intel folders on the tables. Green keycard can also spawn right here. And now let's head from the cat side back over to above black, which is the green room. So now we're back in the main atrium. Warehouse over here. Now green room is directly above black, and so is Sanitar's office as well. So this is the green room. You can be shot through this glass. It's not bulletproof. And neither is this one. However, the pen is reduced through the glass. So let's say somebody hits you with a high ticket round through the glass. It may not kill them just because the velocity of the bullet is reduced. So stims spawn all on these tables. On here. On here. And make sure to always check these little metal dishes, as you can find lead X's inside. Weapon mods spawn here. More stims and meds. Labs is mainly a meds map. So that's green room. And then we have Sanitar's room. This is Sanitar's little office. It's used for one of the quests. I don't have the key on me right now. But this is Sanitar's janitor closet. Bunch of spawns of stims and stuff like that. So this is third floor. So you may recognize this hallway, even though we haven't been up it yet. But this hallway basically is right above blue room now. But there's a dead end here, so over here there's nowhere that you can really go. So now we'll go back down to second, and you should have seen that we've done a full loop of the map. So there's the blue room again, black room over there. And through the jungle we can head to parking again. This is the last keycard usage spot. So parking, remember guys, this is the open area where all of the like scientific stuff is, and warehouses over there. Parking is just through here and on the other side. So over there is where the parking garage is, and over here is where yellow room is. I don't have yellow room, but all yellow room does is it turns off the alarm when you open up the door, which we will get into right now as I go over extracts. So the main extracts on labs Parking is one of them. So in order to activate parking, now the way that labs works is no scavs will spawn in. There are no scavs on labs, they're all raiders. And none of them will spawn in unless buttons are pushed around the map, which open up the extracts, which in turn unleash the scavs. So this button right here, it's not available for me right now. Sometimes they're available, sometimes they aren't. It depends on your spawn, and it also depends on how many players are on the map. But this button, if it's pressable, it will open up parking. Now this parking, you can run out of the back of parking and extract the map. Raiders can either spawn in that hallway, they can also spawn down there, and they can spawn up top. Sometimes they won't spawn directly near you, they'll spawn somewhere else on the map, and that just depends on RNG. So that's first extract. Second extract is this button right here. So this is the basement. We haven't really gone over the basement, but I'll go over it as I go over the extracts. So this button right here turns on the elevator. Pay attention to what the woman says. I'll go over that later, how you can tell what extract is what. But through these doors, through the server room. Now this extract activates this button, activates this elevator. You must call the elevator. Once you call the elevator, it will come down. Be careful because it does give a large audio cue to everybody in the map. They know that you're using the labs extract. They know that you're using one of the elevators, so some people tend to come down here. And you can go into the elevator and hit the button, and it will take you out and make you leave. If you were to stay in, of course. Now the basement is a part that is kind of confusing, especially for new players. So the basement, there's this long main alleyway, and there's two main sections of the basement. So this long metal alleyway with all the colored pipes leads to the other section of the basement, and there's a bunch of other little side ways that I'm not going to go over, but there's a bunch of little like side metal tunnels that go to the other side, which, like I said, I'm not going to go over because it's very confusing. It's something that you're going to just have to get used to and learn labs as you go. So down this hallway, we will go to the other side of the basement. So these two tunnels lead up into the middle. This is like a center point. So this one also, it's just on the other side, leads up into the middle underneath manager's office. But this door, however, goes into the other section of the lab. So this section, people call it dark because, well, it's dark, but people also call it green because there's green strips of LEDs that go along the ground. So this is basically the dark room or dark tunnel, and then it's basically a hallway that's parallel to another side, another hallway. As you can see, there's another hallway. And this side goes to the other hallway as well. Ooh, somebody followed me. And then over here, this is what we call rat room. I call it rat room because new players, and when I first started playing labs, I used to sit in this room and camp it, basically. And farm raiders and then take the elevator out. Now, here's another button that activates an extract. This is called Sector G. So we hit this. And what it does is it activates an elevator that is upstairs, which I'll show you guys in a second. But while we're down here, we'll go hit the other extract as well, which is down this hallway here. Turn on the elevator. That is called Sector O. And that activates this elevator right here, which is the same deal as the elevator on the other side of the basement, which is once the elevator is activated, you wait for it, you go in, you hit the button, you leave. Now Sector G, which is the one in the rat room here, activates an elevator that is directly above us. So for a marker, I guess, blue room is above us, second floor, and over there here on this side, third floor is green, and underneath that, black. 3 floors on labs. You just got to remember that. 3 floors on labs. It'll really help you. It's a lot of vertical gameplay. When you go through stairways like this, make sure to always check up top. We're right beside blue. Here's one of the elevators, but you can't take it from there. You have to take it on the 3rd floor, and that's what Sector G does. Sector G activates this large elevator. There's a med box that spawns in there as well. Now we're going to head over to warehouse. Right now we're on 3rd floor. We're about to pass green room on our left and Sanitar's office on our right. Now we're going to head over to the warehouse, which is across from parking, which is close to kitchen, which is over here. So the kitchen is over here, red room over there, parking on that side, and that's the cat room in the center over there. It's a small map, but a lot of things look the same. But once you get the idea, it's mainly figuring out what is around this room and what is around the cat room. If you can figure out what's over on that side and what's over on this side, you can orient yourself by looking into the middle, seeing, okay, I see scientific equipment, I'm near warehouse. Okay, I see these green signs in the manager's office, I'm near black. Okay, if I'm up 3rd floor and I'm above the black room and I see the manager's office on this side, I'm near green. If you're over there, you know you're near red, and there's a looper that kind of connects over here, and I'll show you guys that in a second. This is the warehouse extract, so this is perfect. So this shows you exactly what it's like at parking, same way as, this is the same, warehouse and parking work the same way. You hit the button, the voice line will go off, and once this opens, you run out the garage and you extract. Be careful, because sometimes raiders will come out of the garage. Sometimes they can spawn down that way, and sometimes they spawn underneath you. But at the end of the day, when you're ready to extract, you leave through the garage like this. Or not the garage, the hangar, the warehouse. I call it warehouse. So now I will show you guys the connection from this side to the other side. So this is where the warehouse is. If you turn to your right, you'll see 2 double doors, and they lead over to the kitchen. So this double doors lead to the kitchen. By the way, those are all of the extracts on labs. We just went over them. So that's basically all the extracts. You have parking, you have warehouse, you have the basement down there, you have the elevator over on that side, and the elevator that's over on that side. Those are all the extracts on labs. Very simple. So the kitchen is up here above us. Go through some double doors. And this is like a little bit of, me and my friends call it like warehouse jungle. So it's a little staircase that goes up here, and these are the double doors that we were looking before. This is called freezer, and this is kitchen. So these are the double doors we were looking at before. Just for reference, you see warehouse is right there. All we did was go underneath and come up through the stairs. Kitchen is right here. And now that we're out on kitchen, you should know where we are. We've done a full loop once again, and we are outside of the red room. There you go, cat room, red room. Now, there's a sky bridge that loops around this way. This is above jungle. We saw it when we came out of the double doors over there. And this loops back around to freezer. This is just a longer way, a little loop that goes around to freezer. There's a little part underneath cat. Over here is the conference room. You can find VPXs, RFIDs, some good stuff down here. You always want to check this computer as well right here, because you can find VPXs, other good tech loot. So other than all of the high ticket loot rooms, I'm going to show you guys where some of the high ticket loot spawns. So a lot of the high ticket loot, other than those 2 rooms right there, spawns down in this center here. Now, if you don't have manager's key, you can always buy it. It's quite cheap. We'll take you into managers first. Manager is probably the most likely one that you will hit. Green keycard can spawn on this table right here. Head into managers. In managers, you can find gold chains, pro kill medallions, all that kind of stuff on the table. And make sure to go over here and check this corner, because there's another spawn right there. Now let's head into the middle. Now, the middle I don't recommend looting early on, unless you're like hatchet running or something, because some people like to do that. I don't know why, but I don't know why people hatchet run labs. It's not really worth it, but a lot of the loot, you'll find a lot of hatchet runners and pistol runners going down into here, because this is where a lot of the high ticket loot spawns are. So let me show you a few of them. So in here you can find intel. Just go scan around here, find intel. There is this is a weapon arsenal. So not arsenal key, but there's like a weapon key. I forget what it's called. Let's check quick. LKTA, lab key testing area weapon. So this spawns a bunch of weapons. It's a cheap key, really. Spawns a bunch of attachments and a bunch of ammos and stuff like that. And this is by the warehouse for reference. Over here on this table, intel can spawn right here on this table. Barter items spawn here. Barter items spawn here. Over here by the two mechanical arms, if you are looking for cap items, this table can spawn cap items quite regularly. You can find the fire steel and the clean gun lube on this, as well as the Sheriff Eli's badge up in the manager's office. So this is a really good spot. This is where I go to get my clean gun lube every wipe. Because I just think it spawns there quite often. I think it's like a 30% spawn chance. So if you run a few labs raid, you should be able to find it and then get out with your cap item. So now, for reference, I'll run up here. So we just looted that right side over there. Now we're gonna go loot the left. Now I know there's like little spawns over here on like the boxes and stuff. You can find GPUs. Over here you can find GPUs as well, which is just like on the back side. But I'm gonna try to skip over those just because there's so many spawns and labs. I want to just give you guys an idea. So now we're on the other side of the center point. Where you find all these computers, make sure to check for, you can find intel, Tetrises, tech spawns, stuff like that over here. So there's a Tetris. Make sure to just scan along there. You want to be quick doing this because players like to sit up on the higher levels and snipe down. Barter items and rubles spawn there. Stims can spawn here. Now in this dome, once you find this dome, it's like a nice little landmark. You can find LEDXs on any of these barrels and on the forklift. So check this for LEDXs. Nothing there. And right across from the dome, you have this computer. Black keycard will spawn right here. Intel will spawn right here. And on top of this computer, you can find RFIDs. So if you're looking for that for the quest, that's a really good spawn for it. I find them quite often there. Now over on this side, through this tunnel, this is near the black room. As I said earlier, these green signs is like an indicator of the level that black is on. People can shoot you through the glass, so be careful. And there's black, just for a reference. There is like a little med room that does not require a key. And down here, you can get anything from LEDXs to ophthalmoscopes to all that good stuff. So, last thing that I want to show you guys is a little secret thing that a lot of people know, but it's something that you need to memorize as you play labs, but it really makes the difference. And I'm going to show you guys all of the extract noises that the lady makes over the intercom that will tell you guys what extract is being used at the time. So I'm going to go over them first, and then I'm going to show you guys the sound clips. So parking is called Y. She'll go Russian saying something Y, and that's how you know that parking is being used.
Внимание охране! Несанкционированные действия в секторе Y11.
Okay. This extract, this button, when it's hit, she says M. So once you hear M, you know that this is being hit, and this is the extract that people are going to be trying to extract from. Head over to warehouse. And I'll play all these sound clips for you guys with a subtitle that will give you guys an idea. Oh yeah, yellow keycard spawns right here, by the way. Not that you care, yellow keycard is dog shit. Parking is Y. The other elevator is M. This elevator is B. Warehouse is sector B.
Внимание, охране! Несанкционированные действия в секторе B11.
So when you hear B, you know that the warehouse is being used. If you go this way on warehouse, lead X's can spawn right here. Weapon testing key spawns right there. I forgot about those. Sorry about that. Now the basement buttons. This one is sector O.
Внимание персонала! Вики в секторе O.
That button. Which is the one that opens this elevator. And this one is sector G.
Внимание! Охране полностью просьба проследовать в сектор G.
If you like the content, I make lots of YouTube content here about Tarkov. You can always subscribe or hit the like button. And I have a giveaway going on, giving away a free EOD account to one of you guys. So make sure you go over and follow my Twitch and read all the description because it'll show you guys how to enter. Thanks, guys. And as always, peace, people.